This is how we're starting it. We're so professional. That is how we're starting it. That was the first sound they heard when they started this.
Yeah. Awesome.
Okay, let's start over. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the MPN Podcast, a weekly podcast where we talk about music past, present, and future, and about things going on in the MP network. My name is Alexander Kehm, and with me today are our special guests, Gentlemen on the Rocks.
Hey, how's it going?
With me, let's see. Okay, wait.
Sorry.
This screen thing is stupid. Okay, first, lead singer of Gentlemen on the Rocks, Mr. Eric Brown.
How's it going, YouTube?
And the drummer of Gentlemen on the Rocks, Mr. Michael Cappello.
Hello, hello. I have the screen now. Okay, go ahead, Mr. Kehm.
Oh, yes. So it worked. All this, oh my god, so many technical difficulties. So how is everyone doing today?
Pretty good, man. Oh, wow.
Yeah, what happens if we both say it at the same time? Who gets the floor? Ooh.
Exactly.
You have to fight for screen time.
Can everyone see all three screens at once, or is it only the one?
Yeah, so like, you would watch the big screen, but they could see the bottom bar.
This is pretty fancy.
Yeah, it is pretty fancy.
Okay, so Mike, how was the Olympics? Watching that, you were 15 minutes late.
It was. Obviously, they are awesome. I'm still watching them, but I don't think Canada's going right now. No.
How professional! Yeah. He is watching the Olympics.
Not professional, how patriotic.
Yeah, we are Canadian, eh? Holy smokes.
You know what? For a population of half a person, we're doing pretty well considering that the leaders have 300 million and we have 30 million. So yeah. Actually, no, the leaders have 1.3 billion.
Do you know North Korea is 8th in the world for medals right now?
North Korea?
Yeah. The communist dictatorship.
I don't think it's North Korea. I think it's South Korea.
No, South Korea is 6th, but North Korea is top 10.
Oh. It's the northern part of Korea.
I'm aware of that, Eric. Thank you. Wait.
It's ridiculous. They can't even feed their people, and they're winning Olympic medals. What is going on?
Holy thunderstorm boom. Okay.
Yeah, this was the greatest time to do this, because we're in the middle of a thunderstorm.
That's okay.
So we're going to
prevail because we're Canadian.
We'll let these people use their imagination. If the power goes out to what actually happened, it's either A, zombie apocalypse, B, due to inclement weather, or C, because we got tired and we wanted to go have food or something like that. So
I'm hoping for zombie apocalypse.
I'm hoping for zombie apocalypse too. Locked and loaded.
5 minutes in, we still haven't said anything about music.
It's the best way.
Well, we'll eventually start.
Okay, I guess you guys should introduce your band first, because that would be appropriate. So what type of band are you guys? What music do you play?
Well, I'll let Eric do it, but hold on. First, I want to make sure everyone thinks that we're all putting our pressure on him, so I'm going to hopefully this looks like I'm looking at Eric. I don't know which side I'm on your screen.
No, I think you're on the wrong side. I think you have to look the other way.
Okay, this way.
If we do this.
Okay, there you go. Okay, now you can see me. Basically, we're Gentlemen on the Rocks. We're currently a three-piece band, but we've added a fourth member of the band, which we will reveal later into the show. So yeah, that's exciting. We are mostly like a blues, jazz, rock, kind of with a Latin twist kind of feel. Would you say that, Michael?
Yes, I like the twist part. Latin twist. Latin flair, even though we have no Latin blood in us whatsoever.
Exactly. It's mostly Italian. But what are you going to do? And, yeah. Anything else you would like to add, Michael?
No, I mean, we're based out of Richmond Hill, Ontario, but our main play area is downtown Toronto, so any GTAers out there, woo, go GTA. And other than that, yeah, Eric covered it. We're three-piece. The only person who's not here is our bassist, Mike DeGuano. Lots of mics in the band. And other than that, yeah, pretty fresh off the press band, so if you guys are interested in looking at anything, check us out. Eric, you know all of our URLs.
Oh, don't worry, we could plug that. Actually, plug it now. You might as well.
Plug it now?
Plug it real good.
I will plug it in now. I will give the Facebook first, because a lot of people use Facebook.
I don't know if you do it in chat, he'll work.
Wait, you can actually write something in here?
Yes, people can talk to us, and we can talk back if we wanted.
I didn't know that. Huh?
Or we could just ignore them.
Oh, chat. I see.
I don't know if that'll appear on the video on demand, but you could try.
God.
Wow.
Holy smokes.
Did you guys hear that?
Did you see it on the chat?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Okay, so there you go. I'm going to plug in some more stuff. But yeah, we have a new member coming, which we'll reveal at the end of the show. A little, stay tuned and find out who is the fourth member of Gentlemen on the Rocks.
Is anyone having a problem with the video where I keep popping up randomly without saying anything?
No, not at all.
Okay, good. Okay, so we are done with the introductions. Are you still typing? Oh, wow, you're still typing everything.
It's okay. You can continue.
Okay. Okay, we're going to move on to the next segment because we finished the introduction. So, what we're going to talk about now is what we've been listening to recently, or any shows we've gone to or missed or whatever. Just generally, what music have you been experiencing the past week? And we'll start with, let's start with Cappello.
Okay, so I have always been a diehard and long-term Foo Fighters fan, but recently I had a re-upsurgence of Foo Fighter intensity, so I have been listening to pretty much Foo Fighters exclusively, and I've obviously known all their big hits, but I've been going after their like background songs, so like song number 12 on like the third album or something. I want to make sure I'm exploring all their stuff. Really, actually, I'm looking for their like cross, like within album, their cross influentiality on the different songs. So, especially for a band like us, up and coming, any kind of models to go based off of, I think the Foos are a good model. Dave Grohl's awesome as a drummer. You have to love Dave Grohl. So. I mean, yeah, pretty much that, and other than that, just my staples, the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I've been listening a bit of the Stooks, and I don't know, yeah, mostly Foos lately, though.
We watched the documentary recently, I think last week or something. That was pretty good. What was it called?
Back and Forth.
Back and Forth? Oh, that was a pretty good documentary, I think.
Yeah, it was. I like how they, it's like super crystal clear. They cover everything from early Nirvana stuff, which up until now Dave hadn't really been speaking a lot of, which was kind of cool. So got to learn about all that. And I mean, I personally prefer the Foos over Nirvana anyway. So whatever happened with them, if it's personal, especially, I could care less. Like he could keep it to himself. But it's nice to know. But I like to know how all the changes that the Foo Fighters went through, especially in the spotlight. I thought that was pretty cool and pretty revealing.
I liked it too how they covered the last album, and they really it kind of came out before the newest album came out, Racing Light, right? I'm not sure about that.
I think so. Yeah.
So I liked how you kind of got like a little tease of what was coming next. So.
Well, speaking of tease, I was trying to follow them on their website as a member of their website, and they had sneak previews, and all the sneak preview was of the tape machine rolling, and I'm like, I don't understand what's going on, because they did it on tape, right? But that's all they wanted to show. I thought they were going to actually show videos or something, so I don't know. I was really confused. I watched it for an hour straight of just the stupid thing rolling, and I was like, okay, well, I don't know, you sneaky Foos, you're not showing us very much, so yeah.
It's hilarious. Yeah, it's crazy how Dave Grohl evolved like crazy, drummer for Nirvana, then he went to the Foo Fighters, and just looking at the lineup change in the Foo Fighters, it's just insane. It's like a 10-piece band now?
Oh yeah,
extended band. It's crazy.
Yeah. Don't they have a triangle player?
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. They did that on one of their live performances. They give him his triangle solo every now and then, which is awesome.
It's hilarious. And then he has all those side projects too. So it's I don't know. He really does create ridiculous stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, is that all you've been listening to?
Yeah, I think so. I've been listening to some, trying to get into some Latin music to try to bring our Latin flair, put some hair on my chest for the band. But, it's been a little tough because I got a little bored, I'm not going to lie. It's not my huge cup of tea. I kind of just really like the rhythms, so that's all I could go for. So I've kind of been just YouTubing that more so. But, yeah, it's been pretty significant listening time-wise, so That's good.
All right. Eric, what have you been listening to?
I have been listening to a completely different extreme. I've been listening to a lot of country music lately. Specifically...
Because you went to Texas.
That is true. I currently came back from Texas, and that was awesome. It was all just electric blues and country music everywhere you went, which was kind of cool. Kind of get out of that city atmosphere of, top 40 and everything. But I've been listening to a lot of Luke Bryan, Jason Aldean, Toby Keith. I actually just recently saw Luke Bryan and
Is Toby Keith any good? I mean, he's a good guitar player, I know that, but is he really a good country artist?
He's hilarious. I
find it hard to believe him I don't know, Hank Williams. If you compare him to Hank Williams or something.
Oh yeah, you can't that. Hank Williams is like a god to country music, but Toby Keith, I love about him. Exactly. Thank you, Michael. Toby Keith, what I like about him is that his music, he doesn't care about controversy or anything. He kind of just this is how it is. You like it, you don't like it. You can go pound salt or whatever. So,
I just had a sick high bar routine. Sorry, just letting everybody know. Continue.
Wow.
Thank you, Michael. But yeah, I just like some of the songs. He has Red Solo Cup, right? I don't know if you've ever heard that song.
Nope.
Okay, basically it's a song about a party cup, the red cup filled with beer. Yeah. It's just a song about that, and then he actually never thought it was going to become a single. So he was surprised, just as everybody else was. I heard it's actually ridiculous. And what I love about him too is that even when he sings a romance song or a nice serious song, you can't take him seriously. It's just because he's Toby Keith. He's hilarious. But yeah, I recently saw Luke Bryan and Jason Aldean live at the Molten Ant.
That's good.
And what was cool is you'll find this interesting. Luke Bryan covered Enter Sandman.
That's weird.
No, but he played it metal though. He didn't play it country.
Oh.
And it was actually really good. And I think I was one out of 10 people in the whole
audience. It's
that
horn guy that I showed you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy on horns. Oh my god, I have to search this now.
Wasn't his Billy Bailey? Billy Bailey?
Yeah. Okay, we won't show it today, but
that guy is hilarious. But check that out, Billy Bailey.
Should we show it on the stream? We could.
Yeah, show it on the stream. It's too good, man.
Do it.
What's his name?
Billy Bailey, I think. Or Bill Bailey. Type in porn, Enter Sandman.
Wait, how do I search this thing? Keep talking, because I need to figure out how to do this.
So basically that. I've also been listening to a lot of folk music, especially northern UK, Julie Fowlis. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but she did the soundtrack for that movie Brave, that Disney film. So it's kind of weird. Not a lot of people will like it because she's singing in Gaelic, which is a different language.
Not everyone's cup of tea.
Exactly, not everyone's cup of tea. Very good, Michael.
Because they're British.
But I really like it. She has a really amazing voice, and I don't know, it kind of soothes me. It relaxes me.
Okay, I don't know if this works. Okay, if I play it, do you see it?
I see your face.
And I
How
see
lovely it is.
Face.
Oh, and I see Eric's face.
Is it going?
I don't see it.
No one sees it.
No one sees it.
And I even have my glasses on, so I would not be missing it.
Exactly.
Yep.
But I guess I'll continue to talk as Kehm figures out the technical difficulty. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it. I've also been listening to. I actually recently downloaded the album when I was in Texas. I saw this band called Sam Pace and the Gilded Grit. They were pretty amazing, and I got to talk with them after. And they're out of Texas. They're touring right now, I believe, but they're not coming to Canada, which sucks. I do want to see them again, but they have a new album out, The Feelin', which is pretty awesome. It's if you're huge into blues and Stevie Ray Vaughan, you got to get this album. It's actually ridiculous. This guy is insane, and he has a funny song about a Sasquatch on there too, which is kind of funny. But that's pretty much it. Just country music, pretty much. Just kind of every time I drive home from work and just blare out the country music, pretend I'm a hick. And that's pretty much it.
People need to come to Canada. We're very nice people. We like to do everything. Like, look, the drummer of a rock band is like filling everyone in on women's gymnastics. We just like everything. We're nice people. Country people, come play with us. Come play up
Okay,
here.
I don't know how to do this. So I just typed his name in the Bill Bailey, Bailey.
Yeah, so just look that up on YouTube and
Technology.
you'll find something. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. I will tell. Alex sent me that a long time ago, and I remember opening it, and I was like, "Oh, these guys pretty good. I guess they're pretty good."
The best.
Cover Metallica, and then you just burst out laughing.
That was one of those videos that I opened up like on my phone while I'm like lying in bed, and I'm just like, "Oh, wow, Kehm sent me a message. I wonder what this is." And then like 2 a.m. burst out laughing and wake up everyone up. It was so good, so good.
Yeah. So is that everything? All the stuff you've been listening to?
That's pretty much it. Mostly country music. Brooks and Dunn, all those great bands out there. So.
Let's see. I just went through my CD collection because I've been working on setting this network up the past week. So pretty much in my CD collection, I just pulled out random CDs and just popped them in. I will give you a selection of what I've been doing. Let's see. Okay, we had Rush's Hemisphere album.
That's a great album. That's the one with trees on it, right?
Yeah, no, this one has trees and La Villa Strangiato.
Yeah.
Or as I call it, La Villa Stratego.
For some reason, I decided to listen to Metallica's Reload. I don't know why. People, I don't know. Don't question my choice in Metallica stuff. Let's see, what else is this? Oh, Slayer, Season of the Abyss. That's a pretty good album. Then we're going to hip-hop, Eminem, the Marshall Mather LP. Let's see, what else I listen to? Billy Joel, The Greatest Hits. U2's Boy. What else
Billy
is here?
Joel is just great. Like
Billy Joel. I
Oasis
actually went
is
to New Jersey recently, and the
Amsterdam.
whole car ride down was Billy Joel, so I got introduced to Billy Joel real quick.
Billy Joel's pretty good.
Yeah,
Nas is Stillmatic. Rammstein's, I don't know how to pronounce this album name, and Rise Against. And there's a bunch of other things, but like, I don't know, I just listen to a whole bunch of stuff in the background because setting up this thing has been a pain in the butt. So this whole week, I learned how to Photoshop, I learned HTML. It's great.
awesome.
So much work. Yeah, so that's basically it. That's all I've been listening to. You typed in the link to.
Yeah, I might as well.
Whoa, hold on, interruption. Okay, Ronich, the guy representing Canada for
Oh, the tennis player, yes.
is from Richmond Hill. I didn't know that.
Snap!
You are a fool. I know. He trained here at the stupid near Eric's house, that tennis club.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's where he trained.
I'm basically like in his family then.
Yep.
Because that's how
Must be
close I
related to him. Eric Brown Ronich.
I'm just kidding. Don't quote me on that, YouTube, because that's not true.
Oh my god, we should make a Wikipedia page for Eric.
Yeah.
Say he's related.
Eric Brown knows tennis player from Richmond Hill, who I've never even heard of before. So there you go.
Well, there
That's
you go.
hilarious.
Any more Olympic news? Because apparently we're still.
Romania slipped. Hey, you know what? They're all trying real hard, but Canada didn't slip yet. So knock on wood.
Yesterday, I saw Canada came in second for rowing, but I'm not sure. It wasn't for silver. I think it was the semifinals. I don't know even if it was the men's. I was having dinner, and I was just like, hey.
We didn't get anything yesterday.
No,
okay.
not for rowing. I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Oh, rowing, we came in like 4th in the semifinals, I think.
Oh, okay. Damn. Well, next time.
I need to have a springboard floor. Those
Speaking
things
of
are
the
amazing.
Olympics, did anyone watch the opening ceremony?
Yes.
I was
The
working.
whole thing.
I didn't watch the whole thing because I was kind of sick, so I kind of watched like in and out. But
Oh, did you watch it?
No.
the Mr. Bean thing was hilarious.
Okay, the Mr. Bean, when Rowan Atkinson came out. That was hilarious.
I was
But what is
laughing
your
hard, like
what is your critique of it? Because I have a really low score for it.
I thought it was just humorous because it's Mr. Bean, and I've always liked Mr. Bean as a kid. I grew up with him. I've seen like everything of Mr. Bean, so I thought I really liked that. I thought he was going to come on and do like.
Fan too.
I thought he was going to come on and do a Blackadder skit, which is a television show.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious. But like what he did was really funny.
Yeah.
Doing Chariot of Fire. I didn't realize that the synth in that actually played one note the whole song. I never realized that. That's hilarious.
That's hilarious, man.
Did you watch like the Arctic Monkeys play or Paul McCartney play?
Didn't see any of the live performances because I'm not a huge Arctic Monkeys fan. So like
I don't mind the Arctic Monkeys.
Of all the bands to choose, I like come on. Like I understand like they're a big British band, but like why? They've only been around for 5 years. And they don't do anything really that innovative. They're just a band. I don't understand. I just don't understand. Can someone explain to me why the Arctic Monkeys are even considered for the Olympics?
I have no idea. I would have gotten like Elton John or something, or even Clapton. Clapton should be like a big icon in, in news. Hello? Can anybody hear me? What just happened? I don't know whether I'm still live on the air, but Michael and Kehm are frozen. Huh. Interesting.
Okay, so what the hell? Okay, so the power went out. So that screwed up everything. Bear with us for a moment. We are trying to get everyone back in the call. Well, this is awkward. So currently we have a thunderstorm, which keeps giving us technical difficulties. My Google Drive is down. I think Eric Brown is completely out of power. It seems like it. He's not on Skype. And Mr. Michael Cappello is currently in the process of joining. Oh, there he is.
Hello.
We are live with Michael Cappello now. Now I just need to wait for Eric Brown to come back, wherever he might be.
Leave me a call on our trusty iPhones that weathered through the storm, and he's coming. Don't worry.
Okay.
He just forgot how to find us.
That's good.
So do we know how many lovely viewers we have right now?
We have like one now because they all dropped.
How many did we have before?
I don't know. I don't remember.
More than one awesome viewer?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, to our one dedicated viewer, you're a beast. Very good.
And they might not even be watching because, like, it might have been, like, they had the stream open, and then power went out, and it just kept it open. So you never know. Okay, so as we wait for Eric Brown, let's talk about the Beatles because this is our favorite topic.
Uh-oh.
Because I'm on the side that the Beatles are terrible, not like terrible, but like overrated, and you are on the side that the Beatles are great.
Yes, although I think they're good because the more I've listened to them, my dad is a huge Beatles fan, and from them being listened when I was a kid, I never really got into it, but I also listened to like Jay-Z when I was a kid, no offense, but that shows how far off I was. So, what's it called? I was listening to some songs, yeah, and I was starting to like pick up as a drummer and like just basic things that you hear a lot in music, and you're like, wow, they had it all the way back then, or like he was doing that all the way back then. So I wouldn't accredit Ringo Starr to being the greatest drummer in the world by any means, but there were like even just tones, like not even technical things, just tones and stuff that you didn't think they would have the technology back then. They did have it, so I've certainly gained a better appreciation for it, and as I started accepting responsibility for backup vocals for the band, you really start to look at their songs differently because there's more to it than, like, as a drummer I was just listening to the drums and the rhythm section all the time, but now you start to listen to the song a little more holistically and realize, like, yeah, they're probably pretty good. So that's what I think. Yeah,
they're pretty good, but I don't know. I think the cultural impact is right, but I don't know. When people say they're the best, I don't know.
I think they're certainly...
I have a hard time believing. I wanted to talk about Paul McCartney.
Well, I think they're certainly one of the biggest like benchmarks in music.
Oh yeah, of course, because like all those #1 hits and all that. Just the cultural impact, just having that sort of pandemonium. Yeah. But what I wanted to talk about is Paul McCartney at the Olympics. You didn't watch it.
No, I missed it.
I watched it. It was terrible. I mean,
really?
His band is good, like Abe on drums and whatever. Like, his band's always good. But, like, he just came out and sang Hey Jude. I don't understand. I don't understand why. Like, this is once-in-a-lifetime event. Representing your country, right?
Yeah.
For what? I can go buy a Paul McCartney ticket and go watch him play Hey Jude. When you go to a special event like the Olympics or whatever, like, at least do something that is sort of unique. Like, at least if he invited Ringo Starr on drums and played Hey Jude, then okay, fine. There's something that you don't see every day. He came on with his normal band and, like, just played Hey Jude. That's it.
Oh, I see. Well, yeah, but what else? I guess what else would you want to? You can't like write a new song for this.
Cool if they had like, huh?
Is that what you were saying? Like, you should have like.
He should have done something special.
New material. Uh-oh, I got moved over.
Back.
Aha!
I'm back.
Sorry about
that. Sorry about that.
Yeah, Eric, we're talking about Paul McCartney and his Olympic performance. No, I'm not saying he should have done like new material because he needs to represent like some sort of historical significance for being English, right? So he needs to pick something from the Beatles catalog, obviously, or some other British song. But like, if he just comes on stage with his regular band and just plays Hey Jude, like, who cares? I don't care. I can watch that anytime I want. But like, if he brought Ringo Starr on drums and did that, then okay. You can't see that every day. Or like, I don't know, he had some other, like, the remaining members of Queen or The Who or even the Rolling Stones or like something that you don't see every day.
Yeah.
It would have been something better, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, like, he's getting old, so the performance was, like, whatever, but I can understand that. If you're getting old, you're not going to have the best performance of your life. But, like, you should really put some more effort than just playing your back catalog that you do every day.
Yeah. I can understand that.
Mind you, he got paid £1 for that gig, so...
What?
£1?
Yeah.
£1.
No, like, technically they're supposed to do it for free because like it's for their country, right? But
didn't Paul McCartney play a song? I can't remember what the song was called, but
yes, he did play a song.
No, okay,
many times in his career.
No, but like in order to play this song, he wanted the clouds to be moved or something.
You mean like the literal, like in the sky clouds? He wanted to move them.
He moved them so he can perform this song. I can't remember what the song's called. Something about.
Wait, so he set up giant fans?
No. He
from the ground.
Apparently he got like a bunch of airplanes to like fly through the clouds. I don't know how they did this, but I heard this somewhere. So it sounds ridiculous, I know, but it ended up being true. So
maybe Here Comes the Sun or Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds.
You know what? I'm going to search this up while you guys talk more because I feel like an idiot. I swear to God. I swear to God.
He moved clouds. He moved clouds with his music.
Oh, it's a Google search. Apparently it's been searched a lot here. Did Paul McCartney move clouds for a good day sunshine? That was the song. Okay. Yeah, okay. It actually happened. Here we go. Okay, let me get the article here.
Nice chat, Mike.
Oh, good. I knew Eric wouldn't be watching, so...
Oh, you guys think I'm crazy, but...
He moved the clouds.
I mean, it's Paul McCartney right now in Richmond Hill because it is pissing rain right now, and we're going to get owned again. Hopefully we don't.
Paul McCartney? I don't know. Paul McCartney doesn't seem the type to do that. If you told me, like, Dave Gilmour did that, if someone in Pink Floyd, like, went and did that, I could sort of believe it, or Frank Zappa, I would believe that. Paul McCartney doesn't seem like the person to move clouds.
Yeah, it costed him
if you need a certain personality type to move clouds.
I don't know, like, it costed him £55,000 for 3 jets to spray the clouds above the city with dry ice. Okay, because apparently, like, it was the research.
What?
Or something. Yeah, this is in Russia.
Oh,
okay.
Only in Russia. Only in Russia.
Hey, you know what? Maybe, so there you go. There you go. So I'm not crazy. Look that up, children.
You think Paul?
No, I'm not crazy. Okay, Eric is crazy. No,
gave like
you're
cloud
crazy.
Storage to everyone. Paul McCartney was like, been there, done that. I own clouds. I control clouds. Like I have like my guitar, my bass guitar is way up there in one of the clouds. I've got cloud storage.
You know what's funny? If you look it up, you'll find it.
The Russians have controlled the clouds for me. No, I'm not disputing you. Like I'm now just making fun of the fact that this actually happened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, it sounds ridiculous though. I'm like, why would you? So you know, Paul McCartney can do anything. Like, he's probably like, yeah. So what? It's the Olympics. Give me £1. Right? So, hey, if he paid 5,000 or what was the number again? Hang on. He paid £55,000 to get jets to move clouds. Okay, then he'll probably have the nerve to say, hey, I want £1.
That's like $80,000, roughly.
That's not that expensive
So,
for the power to move clouds.
Yeah, exactly. You think it's maybe more expensive? Like when I first heard this, I'm like, you got to be kidding me. This is definitely not true. But then apparently it's true. So, so there you go, children. Whenever you want to play good sunshine, move some clouds.
Get ready to part the clouds. Blow real hard. Then you can play.
Exactly.
Okay, back to the Olympics, because I'm really stuck on this topic. I don't know, just overall music experience. Arctic Monkeys, bad choice. Paul McCartney, bad choice in catalog. And
before we got cut off, I was saying they should have had someone like Elton John or Clash.
No, they couldn't do. Elton John wanted money.
Oh, Elton John wanted money. See, at that point, you're playing at the Olympics, so why would you want money? I would do it.
He's freaking rich, yeah, I know. He
I
wanted
would pay.
He has a house here just north of Richmond Hill that he doesn't even live in. It's just there, and it's like five times the house of all three of our houses put together. It's like 4 times the size of that.
Yeah, I think the rumor is Elton John wanted money, so like they're like, no, we'll give you £1. So yeah, but like at least it'd been cool if like they got Rolling Stones and the remaining Beatles together on the same stage. That'd be sick.
That would be sick.
Or even the Who, the remaining members of the Who or Queen.
They should just have like an all-out like London Fest superstar, like just have them all on there and just like.
Or even like the remaining members of the Monkees. Imagine if the Monkees and the Beatles were on the same stage together. Like even that, I'd go, that's interesting. I would watch that.
You mean the remaining Monkees? Well, I scared Eric away.
Oh my god, you just dropped Eric. You just dropped Eric.
That's okay. We'll replace Eric now with the remaining member of the Monkees. This is now... Here we go. Eric
You just broke.
Member of the Monkey.
You just broke Eric.
GTFO, Eric. Well, what I was gonna say, I just needed Eric's like approval here, but fine. Since we are a new band, Gentlemen on the Rocks, and we've only been doing a little bit of gigging around, we have not been paid very much money, but in one gig, we have made more than £1. So technically, in some of our gigs, we were more successful than Paul McCartney, and that is all that matters. So
that's true.
It is true.
If you frame it that way.
Yep. So that's good. We weren't playing to quite the same scale or crowd, but technically, we walked away with a little more money, which is funny to say that you had more money than Paul McCartney at one given second instant in the world.
You know, he's like net worth like just over $1 billion, right?
But in that moment, when he was trying to add
he's a billionaire.
Yeah, well, whatever. It's my one moment of glory against him.
No. Your marginal revenue was greater.
Yes, there we go. There's the.
Oh, Eric's back.
I'm back. I don't know what happened there.
The monkey kicked you
got scared away by the monkey. Right
what?
Here. It's
the monkey. Oh, the monkey.
GTFO!
Oh, I'm losing connection. No, I'm just kidding.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't know. Just the overall. Okay. It looked okay. Like the whole ceremony, it was scripted pretty well. But I disagree. Since we are musicians, I disagree with everything musical about that ceremony. Even like, go.
Oh, I didn't too much see like the musical performances by the Arctic Monkeys, so I can't really say anything. Mm-hmm. But like I do kind of agree with like, because Paul McCartney should have had like, I do agree with you what you said before. I remember you talked to me about this a long time, or like a couple weeks ago, about Paul McCartney should have played, or not a couple weeks ago. What the hell am I saying? I don't know what I'm saying. You said something about, and I got on again.
outage number 2. This is the worst day to launch the network. This is great. This is, oh no, I might be, oh no. What is going on? Okay, so apparently we're all in different streams. So I'm getting Eric to rejoin and continue his thought.
Hey. Well.
Oh, there's Eric.
There we go. And there's Michael.
Are you there? Okay. Continue your thought because we need to get through this.
I don't even remember what I was saying. What was
Arctic Monkey's agreeing with me something about the past.
Oh, well, when we talked about this a couple days ago, you said to me that like they should have had like Ringo Starr played with Paul McCartney if they wanted to hold that like Beatles icon thing, right? Mm-hmm. Which I do agree with because like the Beatles are a huge thing, but then again, yeah, the performance may not have been good, but you have like people are there. Oh, it's Paul McCartney, right? How like he's like a god in their most like people's eyes. That's just.
I have no idea what you said. It was lagging like crazy.
Well, it doesn't matter. We'll move on.
That's all that matters.
It doesn't matter.
Okay. I'm going to stop complaining about the Olympics. We need to finish this. Okay, the next segment. What are we doing? Oh, we're just going to... Okay. So today is Tuesday, so that means new music, new album releases, new everything. So I will be... I'll just list everything that came out today. And then if you have an opinion on anything, just
chime in.
Butt in.
Yeah.
Oakley dokley.
Okay.
You have to literally butt in because our face pops up in the screen. It's like, yeah, go ahead, Steve.
Like headbutt.
Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so there's a bunch of things that came out today. So, the band Anchor and Braille released their album The Quiet Life.
Oh.
Close to Home released Momentum. Coca Nostra, Masters of the Dark Arts. Oh, and then the old school DOA punk band, they released We Come in Peace. That should be sort of interesting. Domogenesis, No Idols. Gaelic Storm released Chicken Boxer. Gloriana released 1,000 Miles Left Behind. Jackal with Best in Show. Jesse Harris, Sub Rosa. Who else? Joshua Radin with Underwater. Joss Stone has a collection that she just released, The Soul Sessions, Volume 2. LP released Into the Wild. I think LP should stand for something. I think Into the Wild might be the movie soundtrack, but I'm not sure.
LP stands for Loose.
Oh, the greatest artist of all time, Pitbull, released I Am Armando. Apparently he's changing his name to Armando.
I Am Armored?
No, it's Armando. He wears everywhere. He wears Hold on, this is good. Armando means that he is wearing armored underwear, and that's it. It's like going commando, but with armor. So it's Armando. He has ironclad underpants, and that's what Armando means. Good job, Pitbull. Your genitalia.
Oh my god, it's too laggy. I am rejoining this call. I'll be right back.
Wait.
Well, now it's our show.
We've gained control, gentlemen. On the
headbutt.
Woo! Woo! Okay, so for the viewers, yeah, I am personally going to investigate in starting a clothing line called Armando Clothing Lines, so that we all have.
I would like to get in a piece of that pie because it sounds pretty good.
But you can't get my piece.
Thank you, Pitbull,
to join it. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you,
Exactly.
Pitbull, for giving us the idea of Armando underwear.
Yeah. And hopefully he won't get mad because it'll like promote his new album that was released or whatever
Exactly.
it was.
Like,
And
hey, you never know. He could be our underwear model, right?
there you go.
Pitbull and Armando, because his new name is now Armando, apparently.
That's right. Now, if the clothing line goes super successful, I mean, some places have gone into clothing line into fragrance lines. We could not really sell a fragrance line. Like Armando fragrance would not be good because, you know, it's, I don't know. But maybe Pitbull, if he endorses it, we could have a good chance.
Exactly. Yeah. Hello, Cam.
Are we still talking about Pitbull?
Yes, in a sense.
Yes, that's what we were talking about, and how much of an artist he was. Yeah.
Exactly.
You can take over now. This is your show. The gentlemen on the rocks put their 2 cents in.
I'm catching like 50% of what you guys are saying because it's lagging like crazy on the side. It's okay. Okay, from Pitbull, we're going to, who is this? Ponderosa with Pool Party. Real Big Fish has released Candy Coated Fury.
You know, I used to like Real Big Fish. I like that, I used to get into that ska stuff, but then, you know, it kind of just like gets kind of repetitive after a while. It just seems too happy for me. It's like nothing can be that happy. But, you know, well, continue.
Just
keep talking because I have no idea what you guys are doing.
People could be very happy in Armando. Don't forget that.
Oh, yeah. Armando is the best. Hey, you know what? Real Big Fish may use Armando
Maybe they do.
To fish for big fish. Right?
There it is. Yes.
Anyways, continue, Kehm.
I think
you guys have stopped talking, so I'm going to continue. I have no idea what you guys are doing. We're going to move on to Rick Ross, who just released God Forgives, I Don't, which is an amazing album name. River City Tan Lines, Coast to Coast. Ooh, Testament has released Dark Roots of Earth. It should be okay. I don't know. They were a good band. They still are a good live band, but in terms of original stuff, I don't know. The Locust, oh my god. Okay, their album name is Molecular Genetics from the Gold Standard Labs.
Very scientific.
Very, very scientific. Almost Armando science.
Almost Armando scientific, but not quite.
Wow. The Pond has released a self-titled album called The Pond.
Is it The Pond or The Pand?
Holy smokes, The Pand, eh? Go ahead, Kehm.
You can.
It's true. It is true. By the way, FYI for everyone, Canada does not.
This is terrible. This is the worst day to do this. I'm pretty sure like all my neighbors are just live streaming at this current moment and causing an overload on the servers. Okay, let me just finish this list. There's two more. The new no. F this band. They're all one word. The new No 2, all one word, and their albums all one word. The Fear of Missing Out. Oh.
Actually, it's the
farces. And then the last band is Toadies, and with the album Play Rock Music. I have no idea who most of these bands are.
Neither do I.
I know
I do
like
know Armando though.
2 or 3, and then the rest are garbage.
Well, then it is not.
Okay, you guys
the
need
best
to
day
talk
for
because I
album,
can't.
Releases.
Well, I don't know what's next on the show, so we're just going to sponsor Armando Underpants more.
Wow.
Okay, Kehm, we are good. We have had our input. Thank you for having the gentleman on the rocks on, but I don't know how much you can hear from us, so please take over if you do hear me speaking. And if you don't hear me speaking, I'm just going to start pointing at you so that you know what's going on.
Okay. I think it's coming back. I think I'm getting bandwidth.
Okay, so
Someone say something.
you
Hello.
finish Alex Kehm, leader of MP Network Podcast.
No, it's definitely not working. Okay, we're moving to the next topic. I don't know what you guys are saying. The next segment, we're going to guess topics. And we're going to start with Eric, because I don't know what your topic's going to be. But
Okay,
Well, I've
Eric,
already talked
just
about
thumbs up when you're done, okay? So he knows.
Okay, I already talked about like, the clouds and everything, of Paul McCartney moving, but I do want to talk about the new American Idol judges that they're trying to find. I don't know if you've heard anything into this, especially, you know what, I'm going to type this into the search bar, or Mike, type this into the chat bar so Kehm knows what we're talking about.
I heard American Idol judge. Are you talking about Mariah Carey?
Yes,
Okay.
Kehm, I am. Okay, but basically, like, I'm also talking about the fact that, see, it's good because Cappello in this case is our translator, and he's translating to Kehm. So, like,
I speak bad bandwidth, don't worry.
I do agree with the fact that, yeah, they do have Mariah Carey, but, like, I heard that they wanted to get Adam Lambert, one of the original, like, people from, like, the people that one of them won or something. I can't remember what music he sings, but anyways. It's just that, like, I think they should have an American icon on there kind of thing that, like Sheryl Crow or something like that. Because, yeah, you got Adam Lambert, but he's more of, like, I don't know, like, yeah, he is an American Idol veteran, but I don't think that he should be on it at all. Mariah Carey I agree with because she has an amazing voice, but I think they should get something from the rock world because she's covering kind of like the popular music kind of thing, or like an old icon, maybe like Bob Dylan or John Mellencamp. Just throwing names out there. What do you think, Mike?
I think your points are very valid. I think any of those like judge things should have take. Where was Piers Morgan from originally? That was from America's Got Talent, I think, right?
Yeah.
He's like British and very to the point and everything. Like they had, it's not America's Got Talent was so diverse, but they had like totally opposite and conflicting personalities in the judge panel, which was good because then while heavy metal may not be for everybody, it is for some people, and you need someone's personality to reflect that. So, like, if I don't know, jugglers are not one person's perspective, then like flame eaters are or something. I don't know, but I get what you're saying because if you have Mariah Carey, she's great. Like, she's got a great voice, and she's been that top 40 representative, that pop singer, and someone who is that talented with a voice could have some pretty valuable insight and like judgment. But you do want someone who like Robert Plant or something had singing lessons like after Led Zeppelin finished. Like he started to actually have singing lessons. So maybe someone who's been around based on kind of just popularity, like Robert Plant or maybe Bob Dylan. Like no offense, could still use singing lessons, but that would be good because he's like one of the master lyricists. So that gives some good dynamic to to American Idol, I think is a good idea. Yeah, I think that's good.
I wish I could contribute to this conversation intelligibly, but I don't know what you guys are saying.
Well, you came in at the right time, at least, so that was good.
Yeah, I saw your mouth stop moving, so I was just like, I think this is where I should come in. But if we're talking about American Idol and my opinion on Mariah Carey as a judge, it's a pretty good choice. She is one of the best, used to be one of the best female vocalists of all time. She has like a ridiculous like 8-octave range, and she was a really good singer in the early 90s. But then like whatever, she like changed her career. She went totally pop, totally image driven. Her record label decided that they just wanted her to be sexy, and that was the image they were going with. They didn't want her to be some songstress with a ridiculous voice. So it's a good choice because like she does have the image, but she also does have the talent behind her to actually judge people.
That is true. I totally agree with that. Totally agree with everything what Kehm said. It's just I think that they should make a smarter choice instead of trying to get views, because in a sense, what I liked about the last season with Steven Tyler and Jennifer Lopez and Randy Jackson or whatever is that they actually gave their artistic input onto the singers, so they're actually saying that this person is good, right, instead of just getting views for the show, right? Because I don't think that should be a show that should get views. But
not to mention, it already has views. I'm pretty sure it's the #1 show on TV, so it's not like people aren't going to watch. We're in like season 3 trillion right now, so they will watch.
Even if you do get an old icon, you're still going to like Mariah Carey's there. She fills out the younger generation still. And then if you get an old icon, you're going to bring more of an older generation. Like, that's the worst that could happen.
Yeah, everyone who watches has parents, and the parents will get a kick out of that, right? So
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you guys mentioned it, but who's the other judges other than Mariah Carey?
We got Randy Jackson. Mariah Carey wants one of her friends to join or something and then they're thinking also of getting Nick Jonas too from the Jonas Brothers. But like but the thing, I think they need someone that's been around a lot, like a producer maybe.
Nick Jonas can Nick Jonas maybe, because like he can tell them what the business is like, what stardom is like. He can give that perspective.
They should have him as a guest judge then, because if you're there looking for talent, because that's what it is, then you should have an American, it doesn't have to be. I think someone that's been around the business long enough to say, hey, that person is good, right? That person has talent.
Yeah.
So that was my guest topic. So if anyone else wants to input onto that, go right ahead.
I would input, but I don't know what you just said.
That's okay.
It was a pretty lengthy discussion. It's good.
Oh, I just found out why I'm using ridiculous amount of internet. I was thinking something apparently. Okay, hopefully it comes back in 20 seconds. So I don't know. Just for American Idol, they have to have two things. They have to understand what it's like to be famous and how to handle that so they could give it to the contestants. And also they need to be able to critique singing. So they need to know how to sing.
Exactly.
Other than that, it's American Idol, so you can't really put too much importance on it, really.
That's true.
Anything else?
That's it.
Good. We got through our topic. Okay, Cappello, what's your topic that you brought in?
That I brought in. Well, let's think. No, I actually have a topic. Okay, so I was just curious. A cousin of mine is a professional violinist. She was playing with the New York Symphony. I think she's trying to move to the Waterloo one now. But she's done some recording. She did a recording with, what the hell's her name? Amy something? The lead singer of Evanescence.
Yeah. I don't remember her name, but I know who you're talking about.
No, I just heard Amy, lead singer of, and I could tell you right now if I heard the band.
Evanescence.
Amy Lee.
Essence. I don't know how to spell it.
Amy Lee.
Okay, Amy Lee. There you go.
Okay.
Whatchamacallit? Yeah, she did a recording for one of her on her new album, and she was just blown away at how, from the last time she had done recording, because she obviously was doing a lot of symphony playing, like live playing, how technical and like slicey dicey that it went. And I mean, we record all our own stuff as a band, so we know what it's like as well. And I was just curious. I mean, you're never gonna find this figure or the answer to this question, but I mean, from getting an inside scoop from a New York studio, which is where probably a lot of this stuff goes down, I wonder how much of the music you hear on the radio right now is actually being played and how much of it is like a loop that has been, stored in a database and put together and sliced and diced, or how much of a take or a solo you hear is actually in vivo and it's not like put together. So, I mean, we're an indie band. We don't even know how to do that if we wanted to, but we wouldn't because it's kind of against the way we want to go. I mean, we're not playing crazy, melt your face off, slash, like tears running down your face when you see his fingers move kind of music, but we are playing simple stuff that is real and live and kind of in your face. So I'm just wondering how much in the music industry, where people are just going gaga, no pun intended, over that stuff, how much of that they actually are doing, and how much of an artist a lot of these people are, because it seems like they're like a front with a technician behind them. So I don't know. Kind of goes back to what
Mike, type in your question into the chat because I don't know what you said.
How much of music nowadays is actually
Armando underpants
recorded? And how much is from a loop reservoir?
How much music nowadays is actually performed?
Do you understand, Mr. Bad Bandit?
Oh, how much is like actually like just samples?
Yeah.
Not so much, like a lot, because it saves a lot of money, especially for if you're doing like a pop song or anything like a backtrack. That's all synth work and it's just on loop continuously.
Right. And then my question would be, I guess here's the bottom line question is, who wants to pay for that? Who wants to pay for someone taking a file?
Apparently everyone, because
I know.
Look at all those like the pop records, the top pop records, Lady Gaga or I can't even name one. What's her name? Damn it, British singer Adele. Just look how many records they are selling in an age where you could get this for free. Like, people pay for that. Think of Pitbull. Like, people are paying for his records or his ringtones or his hit songs, whatever.
But they're not paying for his Armando yet.
Not yet.
They will be paying us for his Armando.
Yeah, but Armando is sponsored by Gentlemen on the Rocks.
Yeah.
We're starting our own clothing line.
Yeah. It'll be armadillo colored.
I like that.
To totally finish off all puns with that word, Armando is armadillo covered commando underwear.
Get your Armando armadillo.
That's armored. Yeah. Maybe we'll make it.
But you have to think of it like,
stuff.
Wow. All I hear is armadillo, so
Go ahead.
I'm going to laugh at that for no reason. No, but like even if you're like, if you frame it a different way, like if you're thinking of loop samples and pre-recorded stuff, just think about like using Pro Tools or stuff and like cutting stuff out, putting it digitally, and this is all like fake. It's not real analog stuff. It's all, whether you loop it or if you just cut and paste and redo the thing. Like, if you record the backtrack for verse 1, you'll just copy and paste that for verse 2, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying earlier. I don't think you caught all of it because it was cutting out, but I did get into all that, and then I was saying how we make our music because we record and edit all our own. That handsome stud, I don't know which side he's on. What over there? He's the audio engineer of Gentlemen on the Rocks. Hey. So, whatchamacallit? I mean, we do it digitally, but there's a use and abuse of digital, and then there's the beauty of digital. So the beauty of digital is that everything comes in nice and clean, and your tones and everything are clean, and they're easy to manipulate when you are exporting and when you're uploading, the sizes are small, but then there's like the ethical line of like, you know, they're just cutting and splicing and engineering the song. So really, you're not listening to the artist. You're listening to the technician behind them. And then, of course, you're listening to the artist's voice. I mean, that they won't ever mess around with, because that's really, I think, what bottom line is what's selling in these artists that are doing that kind of stuff. But I just thought it would be interesting to bring it up because I had, I mean, we're not professionals, not quite yet. I mean, fingers crossed. But down the road, hopefully, if we could ever get into one of those kind of real studios or get a chance to experience it like my cousin has, I think that it would be kind of a shock to see just how much of that work is being done by not the artist. And then that's kind of what is being a facade from the product that you're buying. So I thought it was just interesting to point out. And since we do all the work ourselves, we know what it's like.
It comes down to your budget, really, because like it's so much cheaper just to record one verse, just copy and paste it over and over again.
Yeah.
It does really come down to numbers. If you're trying to reduce costs, then you're only going to hire a set of musicians for 1 hour instead of doing it for 2 hours, right?
Yeah, and it also makes the music, like the production, it's kind of like nowadays it's going back to like the songwriting production back in like Tin Pan Alley days, where they're just pumping out songs. Like they can pump out songs in seconds if they wanted to, because of like, yeah, they're using loops and stuff, but I know Philadelphia records back in the day, they would have like orchestras and everything play on the albums. And I think the song "Hold On, I'm Coming," I can't remember the band, Salmon something, but they recorded that, and it would, sorry? Oh, anyways, they would record that, and then, but it would take a long time to record, and then they'd have to mix it down. So it was this way they can pump out a lot more songs and sell them kind of like as products. So that's the age.
But yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you're totally dehumanizing the whole aspect of music if you do that. You start pumping out songs. That's like pumping out chickens in little boxes. You know, that's farm food, and it's factory food. It's factory food music now, because all it is it's whatever company is behind that wants to maximize their profits with as little costs, right? But that's not what the music is supposed to be about. It's supposed to be art. So, like, yes, I can understand that you have to hire a studio musician, or you could just be a musician, and then you could, you know, spend the time practicing and learn how to do whatever you're supposed to be doing and get together in a group, because there's supposed to be a lot of collectiveness and a lot of community-based stuff when you are a musician.
Yeah,
I mean, when you go back to historically, it's going to be like that, and I think like even the MP network is kind of trying to stand for that, to trying to bring a collaborative stuff together, which is good.
Well, yeah, exactly, because like when you get a bunch of musicians together in a room, it's kind of cool because like, yeah, I've jammed with tons of people in my day, and it's great because like everybody has their own creativity. Right, their own creative input. Like I'll play a song to someone, like, and then he'll play it with me like a certain way, and then I'll play it the same song to someone else, and they'll play it completely different. Right, they'll play something completely different over it. They'll think, oh, this would be cool. You know, that's what music's about. It's just coming together and making something with like, you know, combining creative thoughts and everything together to make like and produce a great product.
Okay, I caught most of that, but you have to think of it this way: like, whose time are you like doing this recording or writing music under? If you signed your life away to some recording company, and you're supposed to be writing and recording music for them, you're doing it under their time because they're paying you a salary or some sort of lump sum money, right? So the record label's not gonna sit there and let you think about it for like a few days, right? They're going to try to push out as much music in the least amount of time and most cost effective as possible, because you are under their time, because they own you essentially. Mm-hmm. So once you do sign to a label, they own your music, they own your time. So it's I wouldn't fault the record companies that much because it is their money. They're hiring you as an employee essentially, so they're making you work and trying to do it most effectively. I would blame the artist for signing with the label and selling their time away or their music away essentially.
Yeah.
Because they're the ones that signed it and decided, okay, I'm going to be paid this amount of money to make this music. But if they're not signed to anything and they're doing it on their own time, then they could do whatever they want.
So then what would an option, I guess you have to say that's like kind of that slippery slope because, yes, why would an artist want to do that? But they want to make money, obviously, and they also need representation. So they are going to do that. But it just seems like there are a few options. I mean, you could always do your own kind of promotion, but it's hard unless you have some sort of establishment to have a voice to actually push stuff out. So I guess what a good question would be is like what kind of options would, if you want to avoid that, what kind of option would an artist have to avoid that kind of falling into that trap?
And that's why we're here. I caught the last part. Well, how do you avoid that trap? And that's why we're here, so that there's alternatives. Because like even from the beginning of recorded music, from like the 50s or whatever, music has always had sort of that monopoly on the artist. There's no real other way of making it, right? You need some sort of representation by a record label who's going to put up the money to make your records and all of that stuff. Because there was no internet back then, you couldn't really market yourself effectively because you had to pay for radio stations, TV if it was around, making the actual record, blah, 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 blah. But now that there's the internet, it's really easy to market yourself. You just need to find a way to show the world that there's something different about you, some sort of thing that makes you stand out. That's all you have to do. You don't need to put down $100,000 for some marketing campaign. You just need to put in the time and show some creativity.
Exactly.
Yeah. So like, yeah, it is for like artists back then, or even some artists, a lot of artists today, it's inevitable that you would sign with the label if you had the chance because they are giving you quite a bit of money to do your music, but you are selling a part of your integrity if you do sign with a label because you are restricting some of the freedoms that you would have if you didn't sign with them. Because you do need to, like, if someone's going to give you money to make your music, you need to sort of be liable for at least something, right? You need to produce something. If you just sat there and just thought about your music and someone was paying you, I would consider that sort of like stealing, right?
That's true.
You're just a lazy musician, so. That is true.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good option. The MP network rather is doing a good job by doing that because I think that like anything, you're gonna have your big corporations that have the power and they have their methods, but you're gonna have individualists or indies who are gonna want to try to do it the right way or do it the way that is most true to its form, and I think that's a good way to operate.
No, like, the reason why we do, I decided to start this because, like, okay, major labels obviously isn't the answer. Indie labels, they're stupid. Their business models are terrible. They're still trying to make records. I don't understand why they would put up the money to make a record when it doesn't sell. Their business practices are stupid. That's why we created this, because there is actually nothing quite like what we're trying to offer. There's a void in that sort of market and that sort of distribution. The business model that we are using, in terms of music, it really doesn't exist. So we're trying to get in there. Because like indie labels, as much as they're like cool and will give you the freedom to do it, they're still trying to make records. They're still paying the artist some sort of salary to make music.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it seems like this is one of the good options based on that question that you could, if you are an aspiring group or artist like ourselves, that it would be something to consider. And I mean, I think we believe in that because we have done everything ourselves from the ground up, And it's nice to get some sort of representation or an organization that follows and really backs us on that and lets us make our own decisions. And it's also pretty cost-effective for us because, there's not too much risk for us, which is a nice option. As we're young, just recent graduates, or still students, and we're not going to have a whole lot of money to throw around. So,
Yeah. No, but see, the reason why we're different from everyone else, we're not paying artists on our network a salary. We aren't paying them to make music. If you make music today, fine. If you don't make music today, that's fine too. We're taking a percentage of whatever you do. So it's up to you to think about your music for a day, make music the next day. It's really on your schedule, but we're providing you the tools. We're giving you all the copyright, whatever, the networks to network with other musicians, setting up all the web stuff, how to distribute music, connecting with your fans. That's what we're providing to the artists on our network. We're not giving you a salary.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't make music for this week, then it's up to you. It's your choice. You're not obligated to do anything.
Exactly. Yeah.
Nice.
Is there silence? I'm not sure.
I said nice. Eric said and then you said, is there silence?
Okay.
Yep.
I thought there was silence completely, just awkward silence. Anyone else have input on this?
Nope. That's it for me.
I'm satisfied.
Oh, we are through. So it's, what time is it? 1:51. So we're an hour 20 in. So we're almost done. We should just wrap it up because the internet on my side is just brutal. I can't hear anything. So we're going to the last segment, which is our outro and pretty much just a shameless plug for our guests and the network. So whoever wants to promote Gentlemen on the Rocks, go ahead.
I guess I'll start off and say if you didn't get the links at the top, Michael will hopefully type them in if you remember.
I'll do it. Yeah, hopefully I do remember.
So we got a Facebook site, we got a Twitter account, so follow us on Twitter. That's mostly me tweeting, so you'll get that. And we have a YouTube channel too. We have a couple videos out, which is awesome, so check those out. And we got some future stuff coming. We got 2 new songs that are almost done. I won't tell you the names yet because we don't have a name for one of them. So that's usually the case. And I'll let Michael do the honors of introducing the new band member.
Ooh, okay. Well, you can take over. I posted the Facebook and the YouTube, Eric, and I'm trying to get on to get our other computers being a little slow, so I'll just take over here, and you can take over that. Whatchamacallit. The new band member actually was with us a long, long time ago in the inception of one of our precursor bands, and he's come back. He's a very diverse, talented individual. We're glad. It's pretty hot off the press. I mean, we have yet to actually have a full sit-down practice with him yet, but I think based on the music we've made so far, we always, in recording, had to have, Eric do multiple takes or something for, multiple tracks rather, for a solo to try to keep our sound nice and full. So Gentlemen on the Rocks, while it was a 3-piece, I think always was meant for its type of music to be a 4-piece. So we all were in total unanimity in our decision to get him, and his name is Anthony Russo. He's a fellow Richmond Hillian, so yay Canada, yay Richmond Hill.
This is the first time we're publicizing this, so
yes.
You guys get to.
So for those of you on this live, your pain and suffering through all these technical difficulties was worth it because you get the hot off the press Gentlemen on the Rocks info in your face. So that's it. We are all caught up with Gentlemen on the Rocks news.
And I would like to add too that we do have a store on Tumblr. I don't have the link, so I don't.
It's just gentlemenontheRocks.tumblr.com.
Yep.
There you'll find all their music. And guess what? It's for free.
Exactly. So go home, you're at home already, download, and just enjoy. Send it to your friends, and
completely free.
Exactly.
I do have one request, actually.
Yes.
For all of those who are watching and who are going to be listening to the Gentleman on the Rocks and giving us a shot, please, not on a day like today because it's terrible weather if you're here in Richmond Hill, I want to have some sort of Gentleman on the Rocks song being played at a backyard party. I think that would be awesome. If I ever walked into a party and heard Gentleman on the Rocks music being played while people are swimming and having beers and whiskey, if you're having any whiskey, that would be the ultimate high for me as a local Richmond Hillian. So if anyone is going to do that, please send us a message and let us know if you did play us at any backyard party or had our music on for any reason, really. But that one kind of stands out in my mind. It's because we're part of the Canadian culture if we are doing that. So if we are being played, please let us know. Hit us up on the Facebook page,
even
tweet us here, tweet us, wherever.
I'll see it.
We have
I might even
phones.
come by.
We'll find out. Yeah, and Eric may even come by if you're here in Richmond Hill. We're looking for a party.
There you go. And also, we have 2 new songs coming out probably next week. And we got some videos, a lot of videos coming out, which we'll be happy to share with you. And we also have our back catalog as a special thing, but I'll let Kehm introduce that.
So because today is the official launch for the Music Piracy Network, we are, as a promotion, releasing the back catalog of the Dovetails Live to Live EP. So we did have a physical format of that. I think we sold out, right? I think we gave all those out?
Yes, we did.
For our personal copies. So there are actually no more copies of that in existence anymore that are to be sold. But we are, in its entirety, from front to back, providing all the tracks for free on dovetails.tumblr.com. Every track is there for free. You could go download it. And there's also a bonus track there, one of the sort of unreleased songs that we never really finished. It's really bad quality, but if you guys want to listen to it, it's there. So bunch of free stuff this week. Oh, and also, because it is free, the servers will take you have to wait 5-10 seconds for every download, but we don't have the money to provide a faster service, but it is free.
Eventually, we will provide that faster service.
We will provide that extra 5 seconds that you lost.
Along with a complimentary pair of Armando
and the network is all online, so you could go youtube.com/musicpiracynetwork, musicpiracynetwork.tumblr.com. We have Twitter, but Twitter is the MP Network, and also Facebook is the MP Network. And our Google Plus, there's no actual URL for that, but you can search us. And that's about it for today. Any closing remarks from anyone?
Well, thank you for having us on the show, Kehm. You've been great. This has been a lot of fun.
Yep, and we actually talked I guess we had some technical difficulties, but we went for an hour and a half.
Good.
We braved a
Pretty good
for all of our viewers, so I hope you know that.
Yeah, we had 3 power outs or something.
Yeah.
Oh, how's the Olympics?
Canada did not. Oh, they went. No, not so. Yeah, Canada did not place on the podium for women's gymnastics. The States absolutely crushed. There's the one female, the head one of the team is doing the individual. She's representing for the individual, and she annihilated. She got perfect on everything. She did really well. So you gotta tip your hat to that. I mean, she did really well. So that's good.
Cool. Okay, so we are signing off. Thanks to everyone that watched on the live stream. And this will also be available on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/musicpiracynetwork, as a video on demand right after this broadcast. I might edit out the power outages. I don't know. Maybe. I'll think about it. Okay, thank you everyone for watching.
Thank you very much, guys.
Bye-bye.
Have a good one.
Guys.
Bye.